6th being a Saturday, August 2022. At the very most, 3 days before the next general election. My focus this morning is on the people who will call this election. I've said before that this election will be decided by Mount Kenya. Somebody will stand on the peak of Mount Kenya to call this election. Mount Kenya will decide who becomes the president of this country. This election is that unique. Not just because they don't have a candidate, but because of the dynamics of this election. At the center of this election, and in particular about Mount Kenya, is the role that President Uhuru Kenyatta will play in this election. And therefore, this morning I'm looking at what the Mount Kenya people do. Let me make it very clear about the people I have in mind. I'm talking about the Mount Kenya of Mau Mau. So I'm talking about the people of Mau Mau. I'm talking about the Gema that is the most populous community in this country. I'm talking about the Gema that is the most political community in this country. I'm talking about the Gema that is the most economically endowed community in this country. I'm talking about Gema, the community that has produced 3 presidents of the 4 presidents. That is what I'm talking about. This is the group I'm talking about. And I'm saying this group is going to decide this election. Before I say more, allow me to invite our viewers and subscribers to join our live conversation that we have started every Monday evening 7:30, Wednesday 7:30, Friday 7:30 p.m. In the same breath, to ask those of you who have not subscribed, please do so. Press that red button so that every time we release a video such as this, you are the first to get it. We are looking to getting to 100,000 subscribers that we may celebrate together with you the silver button. We are just 2,000 short of that number. Please, our viewer, our follower who has not subscribed, help us achieve that small dream we have. Back to the Gema community. This Gema community I've been describing is a community that is known for certain things when it comes to an election. The Gema community rarely splits its vote. The Gema community is always conscious about its vote. They make deliberate decisions. The Gema community makes this decision sometimes hours before the elections. Not years, not months, sometimes not even weeks, just days. So as I speak today, with just 2 or 3 days to go, I am sure the Gema community has entered what I call the whispering stage. The Gema community is now whispering. Not shouting, not hooting. No, it's a time to whisper among themselves. And sometimes the decision they make can be very surprising. You can ask Ngilu in 1997. Until the last moment, she was all but assured of the vote. That is how the Gema community operates. So, but the question this morning, which I want us to look at together as a conversation, will this great community, for the first time, abandon the tradition and habit of approaching an election in a serious way to the point of whispering among themselves and allow the decision of the day to be made and directed by a person who doesn't come from among them? This has nothing to do with whether or not they will vote for somebody like Ruto. No. It is a question of, will the Gema community, for the first time, stop thinking about an election, a decision as important as an election, and surrender that decision to somebody outside the community? You must distinguish those two things. Voting for an outsider and allowing an outsider to be the one to influence the decision. That's the question I leave with you. Now, the second question, which is the more important question and the question for discussion today, will the Gema community abandon Uhuru Kenyatta? A lot of things have been said about Uhuru Kenyatta. So, with 2 days, 3 days to go, I'm wondering, is the Gema community going to abandon Uhuru Kenyatta? Will they ignore Uhuru Kenyatta? If history is anything to go by, they will not abandon Uhuru Kenyatta. They will listen to what he has to say. Why? The Gema community are people who care a lot about who leads them. They have experienced horror. They have experienced alienation of their land, suppression, oppression, torture during the Mau Mau period, during the emergency period. They know what it means not to be in charge of their destiny. That's why sometimes they are led by the fear that it will not be them calling the shots and in charge of their own destiny. How does Uhuru Kenyatta fit into this? Many people have said things about Uhuru Kenyatta. Maybe they are right. Maybe they are not. But will they abandon Uhuru Kenyatta? I believe before we answer that question, we must look at Uhuru Kenyatta vis-a-vis his community. He has done much more than any other person has done for them. People may argue. Look at the infrastructure he has done. And when a person is about to leave, the moment of parting with somebody is a very emotional period. When Uhuru packs his bags to leave, is the time the Gema community will begin to see what Uhuru had done for them. Don't think it's only Sally Kosgei who was shedding tears as Moi was boarding the helicopter from State House, going into retirement. A community can indeed shed tears. That is the time the Gema community will look around and ask themselves, were we not the ones running the country? Who was the President of the Republic of Kenya? Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the son of Jomo Kenyatta. One of us. Who was running the intelligence of the country? It was one of us. Who was head of the military? Chief of the General Staff? One of us. Who was the man in charge of the central bank? Njoroge? One of us. Who was in charge of KRA, the agency, the authority that collects money for the Republic of Kenya? This list is almost endless. The moment of truth and reckoning is about to dawn on the Gema community. Because it's not true. It is not true that Uhuru has not done something for the Gema community. There have been challenges with the economy. I agree. But people have exaggerated, especially in terms of apportioning blame to Uhuru Kenyatta. But as he leaves office, in a couple of days from today, that moment when Sally Koskei was shedding tears is going to come to the community as they see that indeed they were in charge of this country in every sector. And that you may not have noticed the benefits, but you only know that something is good when it's about to leave you. You never even care about the people who love you until you lose them. That time is coming. I know somebody can do big things, but human beings can always forget. Asante ya punda ni mateke. I know that sometimes the Gema community will think of 2007, 2008, and of the things Uhuru stood for, and of what he did to help the country and the community, of the personal sacrifices he made, of the risk he took, of the resources he spent just to ensure that the Kikuyu and the Kalenjin stopped the whole mess of doing what they were doing. Those moments will appear to the Gema community. Maybe after Uhuru has gone. Maybe after they have ignored him and not followed him. Asante ya punda ni mateke, it is possible they may do that. But there's something I doubt they will do. And that is how I end it today. I doubt that the Kikuyu will hand over their son, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the son of Jomo Kenyatta and Mama Ngina Kenyatta, to be dealt with by William Ruto. That I'm sure of. If they take and sacrifice their son and hand over, that we give you this son of ours, that you may do as you wish with him. If you want to jail him, jail him. Take him through a tribunal. Drag him through mud. Persecute him if you wish. Do with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as you wish. That I kind of doubt. Because Kenya Kwanza, its leadership, William Samoei Ruto, Rigathi Gachagua, have not hidden it. They have stated it categorically, including in their plan that Kikuyu, that Uhuru Kenyatta has perpetuated state capture, and they intend to deal with state capture. They intend to deal with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. I'm not fishing things. In the debate between Gachagua and Martha Karua for running mate, Gachagua talked about state capture and of why they must deal with state capture, including a tribunal. And he gave examples. All the examples he gave were right from the Kenyatta business empire. To the extent that Ruto and his team speak viciously about what they will do to people who are perpetuated state capture. And to the extent that the examples they have given about state capture all point to Uhuru Kenyatta, it leaves no doubt whatsoever that should William Samoei Ruto get power, if his God gives him power, because a God-fearing man, should he become the president of this country, he has not hidden his intention to deal squarely. And when I was in Form 2, we would say perpendicularly, whatever it was, with Uhuru Kenyatta. This morning, I stand firm in my belief that it is inconceivable that the Kikuyu will hand over their son to one William Samoei Ruto and Kenya Kwanza, that they may do with him as they please. I doubt.